Hello, and welcome to a replay of Forbidden Memories. Gonna do something different this time. Last time I did a let's play of this, I kept resetting until I had Raigeki and sort of a couple good cards to begin with. Instead, this time I'm just gonna jump straight in, see what it gives me, and just roll with that. Mainly because I'm gonna be doing quite a few free duels to get the cards that I want anyway, so just to speed things up in the beginning. A big reason why I'm redoing this is the sound went funny on parts, I think 3, 4 and 5, and I haven't played it in ages, so I thought, why not? Well, head on in, and just like last time, we'll roll with Jira, because the full name doesn't fit. And we'll let the game introduce itself, even though I've already said. So I'm still gonna go and check what the deck is after we've spoken to Simon. I'm gonna also try not to go through the text too quick, just in case you're watching this one first. Your choice, your choice. You just want to run away and move. You can either just go straight back in, which I'm gonna do, or you can come down here. You've got your card shop where you save the game, your shrine, you just get told to go away, and the duel grounds you go to, you can either go there straight away, or you can go back into the Ferris Palace. Go back into the palace to see what Simon wants after we ran away. And it's well into the night, even though I left about 5 seconds ago. But the main reason is to duel this guy. And if we lose, we return to the room, and this whole beginning section is for nothing. So I have no idea what's in the deck. I will check, just to see. Dark energy. Got a couple bits and pieces. As I said, I'm not gonna keep resetting this time. Let's just get straight into duel number 1. So there's different fusions that you can do. The more you play the game, the more used to the materials and things. So you've got like warrior and machine, which will make cyber soldier. You've got, have I got anything else here that I can make? I think warrior and fire will make Cherubin the Fire Knight. Depending on the attacks and things, if you've got a warrior over 1100, you can make Flame Swordsman. You get used to the fusions and things as the game goes on, but we'll start off with just a Cyber Soldier. And the AI in this game, a little bit funny. They're really predictable. It is a PS1 game. If you fuse or play a card face up, your opponent doesn't fuse, and then just makes everything quite a bit easier. Otherwise, they play stuff that has like 2000 attack, and then there's nothing you can do. Whereas they play stuff with like 500, 400. The different signs that you can see are the Guardian Stars. I'll show you on Hurricane. So you've got Saturn and Neptune. Let's try and find a different one that has 2 of the different ones. We'll go to Fire Reaper. So you've got Mars and Sun. There's 2 different sort of circles. So you've got Sun that beats Dark. Dark beats Venus. Venus beats Mercury. Mercury beats Sun. So it's a circle of 4. The other one is a circle of 6. So Mars beats Jupiter. Jupiter beats Saturn. Saturn beats Uranus. Uranus beats Pluto. Pluto beats Neptune. And then Neptune beats Mars. You got to remember the Guardian Stars as you go through. Let's make a Stone Ghost. There's not really that many sort of fusions and things that I've got to begin with. But as I said, I'm gonna do 3 duels in between sort of video segments. I'll try and do quite a bit, but I don't want to go too far forward because the difficulty spike kind of goes from like here, and then it jumps up, and then it completely flies when you get to the last part. If you go through too quickly, you're not going to be able to do too much. Here we got a Fire and a Beast, which makes Flame Cerberus, which is a 2100. He's going to be the main one that I'll use mid-game. Early, you just make sort of anything big. But Flame Cerberus will be the main one that you use sort of mid-game, along with Mystical Sand if I can get a couple females to mix with rocks. She's also a 2100. You just want sort of 2000 and higher. You get a Mechanical Spider, which isn't the best drop you can get, but it's a machine which can fuse, as we've seen with warriors. It can also fuse with dragons, if I get dragons at some point. I probably will. Don't know, I might just take this down a different route as opposed to the first one, just to show the differences you can make. I don't just want to go straight back in and do like another Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon run. Not run, sorry. Another Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon playthrough. Pop down here and save the game. So this is even though it's a card shop, you can't buy cards. You can say build deck, return to title, I'll leave the shop. It's going to ask me if I want to overwrite. This is just because I'm saving onto the memory card I did the last playthrough. So that one's now gone. We'll leave the shop, we'll head down to the duel ground, duel everyone there. Which is where you wanted to go in the first place. This is one of your friends. This is Tiana, or Tina. Never really knew. It's basically the Taya of this world. She mentions Jono, who is the Joey Wheeler of this world as well. This is set in the ancient Egypt time with the Pharaoh. You're playing as the Pharaoh, so you're playing as Atem or Yami. I pressed the wrong button and was meant to put the Mechanical Spider in, but Taya's pretty much the same as Simon. If you can get a 1000 attack or more as a straight play, or fuse anything, you're usually pretty good. So I've got the machine, I can make Cyber Soldier, which I think I'll do, even though this is an 1100. I always put, like, in defense, I think it's just the way that I'm used to it. It's higher defense, you want to put it in defense. It doesn't make too much of a difference at this point in the game. Yeah, it's usually pretty good. The one thing you can do with fusing in this, and you find that fiends and reptiles aren't usually that good, so you can attempt to fuse them to push them to the side. So, unlike the normal game of Yu-Gi-Oh, which is, since I've done the last playthrough, it's changed a heck of a lot. I'm not going to go into it. If you play it. If you don't, then you don't want to hear it. If you play it, you know what I mean. But you draw up until you have 5 cards in your hand for this. So you got to be careful not to deck yourself out. Let's go for, we'll do a plant, and even though it's a warrior, it's going to count her as a female, which should make Queen Worm lead, not Beam Soldier. So there we go. So it's an 1800. Should be able to win on the next turn. Taya can drop things like Dancing Elf, which would be nice just to get another female. I think she can also drop some rock types as well. Magic cards. This is a field spell card, you get given one at the beginning. Each field spell card does obviously different things. We'll go into sort of each one. I think the main ones I'm going to use are probably going to be, depending how I go through the game, I might focus on Mystical Sand, because I've got a Dark Energy as well. And then try and get the Skull Knights like I did last time. I think I'm going to go a different way than doing Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon. Minus Radiant is a beast which fuses with fire, fuses with female, fuses with plant, so that's a good one. I will hopefully remember to press the right button this time. We have villager number 1. Not really much more I can say about him, he's the first villager. Teyana and villager number 1 are very, very easy as long as you play something. Villager number 2 is a little bit harder, and then villager number 3 you've got to go sort of quite careful on. I'm going to get rid of the 2 basic insects to put in the beast and the machine, just because they fuse a bit better than the basic insect. It fuses with a warrior to make Cockroach Knight, which has 800 attack, 900 defense. When you can make things like Cyber Soldier, they're a bit better. So this has been a bit of a difficult one because I've got the reptiles. I am just gonna get rid of Sogan. You can attempt to fuse magic trap cards as well, but I just want to get rid of them. And I'll keep the 800. The 800 should be fine. He's not going to fuse because I played something face up. Hopefully I get something here in water. I can make a Cyber Soldier. I don't think he's... Yeah, I think the best thing that he could play is usually around sort of 600. Might be like 800-ish, but with our Cyber Soldier, we are good. Even though Digbeak counts as a beast, it doesn't fall under the same category as things like Minus Radiant. You can still use it with a fairy to make Garvas, I think, but it doesn't fuse with like a plant to make Flower Wolf. Water and Lightning, even though you shouldn't mix them, you do actually make a slightly more powerful Lightning card. I could have showed you what the Guardian Stars did there. I've explained them, I haven't told you what they do. If you're playing the Guardian Star that has the advantage, you get a 500 attack and defense point boost. If you are playing against the Guardian Star, they get a 500 attack and defense point boost. So I'll show you what I mean. This is a fire with Digbeak, which does count as a beast, but I don't think it makes Flame Cerberus in it. It just pushes it to the side. It doesn't count as a beast, unfortunately. I'm gonna have to attack with it and hope I can kill it. Just to win this turn and get a bit of a higher ranking. So as you can see so far, the first sort of 3 duels that you do, they're nice and easy. Griggle is a plant, so I'll probably take out either a fish or like a fiend or something like that. We'll jump on next to villager number 2. He's a little bit harder. I think he can play stuff that has sort of like 1,000 attack straight out. I think the best thing I've seen him play is Armored Zombie, which is 1,500. So I'm going to hope to get either Cyber Soldier or something better than that sort of straight away. So once again here, I'll take out... see there? I'm going to take out Sogan just to get some magic cards, and I'm not going to be using it for a bit. Just put in Griggle for a couple more fusions. So, I've got my Dancing Elf, I've got my Muse. I think this should make Dark Witch. Yeah, which is 1,800. Should be good enough. As I said, I think the best thing he plays is Armored Zombie. But I've also got to go careful about just sort of putting out random weaker ones. A zombie and a spellcaster should make Magical Ghost. Cool. I think he was Pluto, yeah. So there you go, 1,000 attack, 500 defense. I hadn't fused if I had just played the Hurricane, which was the 900, which was my strongest card. I'd be in a bit of trouble now. There we go, Armored Zombie. So I got my plant, I got Might just play the magical hat out. Get rid of... Actually, I'm going to do fire and monster because it should make the giant turtle that feeds on flames. Yeah. And even though he feeds on flames, he can be either Neptune or Mars. Here we see the Guardian Star advantage. So you can see the gold text Guardian Star. That means I'm going to get the boost because Sun is better than Moon. It's especially handy later on in the game. More so towards the end when you start coming up against things that you don't really have the power to defeat outright. You need to fuse and then use the Guardian Stars to your advantage. Not much I can do here, so I'm going to get rid of a couple of the waters. Waters are handy, but I need... So there we go, the Guardian Star's in red, so I would lose 500... Not lose, sorry, they would gain 500 attack. So I'm going to attack with the turtle. Okay, I could have attacked with Dark Witch. Lost my train of thought. Can't remember what I was going to mention. I think I was mentioning about later on in the game, where you use the Guardian Stars to your advantage, along with equips and things like that, because they start playing cards that are a little bit stronger than what you can actually get. The best card you can get through normal means, not cheating, is Meteor Black Dragon, which has 3,500, which sounds a lot at the beginning, but as I said, the spike hits very hard. Got a Twin Long Rods, which is a water, which is not the best. I think it has like 900 attack. I'm going to put it in instead of like Amoeba, I think, or Zone Eater, the weaker ones. And this here is Villager number 3. He's about the same as Villager number 2, just that a little bit harder. The cards that he plays outright are pretty much all ranging between sort of 800 to 1,000. Where's me? Let's take out Zonia, just because it's quite weak. We'll put in Twin Long Rods as a 900. And I didn't get too much here that's going to be helpful. I'm going to hold on to Muse A. I think if I do Queen's Double and Muse A, it makes Celtic Guardian, which it isn't going to be strong enough. So, I think I'm going to... I'll make a zombie. Nah. I'll make a zombie warrior. I hope. Yeah. We'll put him in Moon, we'll keep him in attack. 1,200 might be enough. We'll see. Okay, he's put it in defense. I'm just not getting anything that good. We'll get rid of the Fiend and we'll play the Twin Long Rods. I'm going to attack with the 1,200 because I think it's a... Okay, no, it would have been okay. 850 to 800. I thought it was going to be like 1,000 defense. See, the first card had 1,200, this had 1,050. It gets hard. We should be okay. This will make... I don't know if that would make Dark Witch because it's 2 fairies. So let's find out. Let's find out. Okay. We're good now. We're good. I just couldn't fully remember. Don't usually play Dark Witch. It's usually Mystical Sand, which is a female and a rock. Just thought it was going to go wrong, and I was going to end up with an 850. It's a good job we made that Dark Witch. Beast. Can't really do too much with. Get rid of the Fiend. Go with the Macallion. At this point, I kind of just want to go through, get these characters into the free duel, which I'll show you. I'm not too worried about what rank and things I get in these regular duels, but later on, it's when you worry. So that's a rock. I do have a rock. I'll make Minimushi Warrior just because once again a little bit stronger. We'll attack with Minimushi just in case. 1000 defense. Okay. And we should win next turn. I'm going to show you how equips work, or not work. See, Dark Energy, Dark Witch, you'd think it'd work. Oops. So the equips, the only one that's different is Megamorph, which does it by 1000. All of the equips put you up by 500. Bone Mouse. It's a zombie. I'll put it in instead of like a fiend or something like that. I reckon you lost too. And this is the only time that you can duel this guy. When we try and go outside, Tiana will let us know there's a festival going on, which is why we couldn't go to the town plaza. But I am gonna stop here. Thank you for sort of checking out the first part. Hopefully you stick with us through the rest of it. As I explained at the beginning, I have played through this before as a Let's Play. I want to do something a little bit different this time. Just a different strategy rather than using Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon. Thank you for checking this out. I'll see you next time.